try to do the right thing, living my life with the words that I sing. Now tell me, I wanted to know what happened to my best friend. As days turn to weeks and weeks turn to years, I feel for my brother, feel for my brother. And as time passes by, I see you're not satisfied. Oh, I feel for my brother, feel for my brother. I miss you, man. You're my brother. I said I love you, babe. I won't forget you, no. Oh, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. Sometimes I feel life is cheap. Everything's disposable and so are we. Can you hear me? Life is real, yeah. And if there's a heaven above, please start showing a brother real love. Cause I wanna go home. Oh, I feel for my brother. I miss you, man. Oh, I feel for my brother. You're my brother.
Check, check, check.
I feel for my brother. Oh, no, no. Feel for my brother. I wanna go home. I feel for my brother. I won't forget you, no. I feel for my brother. I feel for my brother.
Yeah, we in the building, y'all. Just letting you know, getting set up.
Feel for my brother.
I'm here. Interesting Sunday. Got a new show for y'all. Got a brand new show. I'm gonna hit the button at 2 o'clock, y'all. Incredible. Brand new show coming on.
Oh, I feel for my brother. Feel for my brother. You know, a lot of my brothers are dead.
Yep, big shout out to Michelle Washington. Checking it out. See.
For like a little too long.
Yeah, man, we about to hit the button in a minute, Michelle.
Say,
We're gonna do this Hip Hop Boulevard thing. It's crazy.
And the ones that are doing fine.
Starting at 2 o'clock.
Because you're doing fine. At the end of the day, don't forget about me. As days turn to weeks and weeks turn to years, oh, I feel for my brother.
All right, y'all. Here we go.
And as time passes by, I see you're not satisfied. Oh, I feel for my brother.
Here it comes. We gonna cut. We cutting loose. This is it, baby. All right, y'all. I'm gonna hit the button, y'all.
Straight up hustling till the break of dawn.
Here we go.
Taught me how to do wrong right.
Yeah, once again, the Real Discussion's in the building. You know I'm here, I'm hanging out, but this is not the Real Discussion show. I got something special going down that's really crazy. Hold on, let me make sure my headphone level is good. Yeah, because I like to hear it loud. You know what I'm saying? So today is not the Real Discussion, and I'm really excited about it. Because the Boardwalk Global Media universe is growing. Like I said it would, you know what I'm saying? I've been waiting a long time to do this show. I got to tell you, this show that I'm doing today, we've been planning now for about 6 months, and finally today on January 10th, we are premiering the Hip Hop Boulevard show titled The Conversation with Al Pizarro and Troubled Mal. Don't forget the D on the trouble, right? I'm gonna crack the mics, y'all, because they in the building. What's up, Al? Let me get a mic check.
What's going on?
Yes, indeed. There you go.
This is it. This is it.
Trouble Mal. Let me get it.
What up? What up?
Word up. Oh, wow. So you know what? I'm gonna hit the button. I hope y'all share it. Have a friend, tell a friend. This is what we're doing every hold on for a second, and I'm gonna go like this. Yeah, so here's the deal. We're doing this every other Sunday? Every other Sunday, we're gonna do the Hip Hop Boulevard show. with Troubled Mal and Al Pizarro, and it's called The Conversation. We're doing every other Sunday at 2 o'clock. So without further ado, because you guys, you'll hear me talk every Friday night, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to turn this thing over to the host, Troubled Mal, and my man, Al Pizarro. Let me get the button right, because you're not going to bug out. There we go. There it is.
There we go.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, we're here.
Yeah,
Welcome
man.
everybody
Yes,
to our show.
Absolutely. Definitely. Thank you all for tuning in. You are here for a very, very special conversation. Old school, new school. I go by one of your hosts, Troubled Mal.
And I'm Al Pizarro, and I'm going to start a lot of different conversations. And, you know, just to let you know, if you're watching this right now, get ready. Because we're about to tingle your mind,
Absolutely.
challenge you. And, you know, we were just talking about the circle, how everybody just does the same thing over and over and over again. And guess what? The conversation is going to not be the circle.
Absolutely.
We're going to be totally different. And the premise, and let's get right into it.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
The
Let's go.
premise is whatever we talk about and we say that we want to do or we're thinking about this would help, the following show, we're going to actually do it.
Okay. So I mean, it's like stunts. I'm just, I want to be like, you like me to go like do stunts, and then y'all see us do stunts and something. What does that premise mean? What are we talking about?
Look, the reason why we named the show The Conversation is just like a pun on everybody else. They have different shows, and they talk.
Absolutely.
What happens after the show? I've been to panels. I've been to all kind of different events, and it's a good talk, man. Everybody's excited. Yeah, we gotta do this. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And yeah, we're gonna do that. And then the next day, back to normal.
Right.
Yeah, nothing happened.
Hollywood talk.
Yo. So
Tell them, Mal.
this is a totally different show.
Okay.
We want to challenge not only ourselves,
Right.
but challenge the people that are viewing.
Absolutely.
I like that.
So,
you're really doing a call to action show, right?
but we do the action.
But you do the action.
Yeah, and it'll affect the people. So
Right.
it's gonna affect you out there because if we do the action between ourselves, it's not gonna affect anybody.
Right.
So
Hold
and
on,
we-
this is my man. Hold on, this is my man, Lazy Lays. I want to make sure he knows that we're doing a show. Hold on for a second.
Well,
hit the
we
button.
getting phone calls. We getting phone calls already.
Oh, hey, Lays, what's up? Oh no, I'm doing a Hip Hop Boulevard show real quick. Can I call you in about an hour? All right, brother. Okay.
Look, you can't get more live than that.
Legends.
If you
Legends
think
are
this is a
like
tape, okay.
Live,
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Lazy Lays from MOP, ladies and gentlemen. He
So-
calls on the reg.
Yes, legends.
So,
Mal, look at this. Hip hop is a multi-billion-dollar business
Absolutely.
in every kind of genre, but yet it seems like we don't do enough, or we do less than, and people that can do don't do. I have to definitely give props to Common, all right, and LL who's doing his radio show, and people of that caliber that are doing something,
Right.
you know. But do you think that we're not doing enough? Do you feel the same way? Like, yo, man, hip hop's all this money all around, everything's happening all around, and why can't we fix some of these problems that we have with, you know, our projects, our youth, the shooting, the whole vibe? It seems like the moral compass has been like
right.
just crashed down.
Well, I think that the issue right now is hip hop artists, rappers. I mean, this even goes to outside of just hip hop, but hip hop in general, we're gonna focus on. They're getting too entangled with things that we don't belong in. For example, politics. You see people like Lil Wayne taking pictures with Donald Trump. Yes, he clarified it that he was just having the meeting, the conversation to try to make change. But you're over here taking a picture with him, and Donald Trump is using that on Twitter to show, oh yeah, I could get the black vote because I have a hip hop legend like Lil Wayne next to me that's on the side. You know, you have people like Ice Cube that's coming out. And yes, Ice Cube also clarified and cleared it up. But one of the biggest things that I saw out of that situation with Donald Trump, you know, going for re-election was that a lot of people were looking at celebrities as, you guys are celebrities. You are not politicians. You are not certain type of figures that we don't belong in per se. So is that fine line that you have to play when it comes to it, because you don't want to be jumping into things that you don't know what you're doing, and you're putting a target on your back by the cancel culture to now ruin your career.
I just want to shoot something in on that I saw, or that I noticed something with that. So when they did that whole thing, right? When they did I'm gonna go talk to Trump now, right? Mm-hmm. Hold on, you did it at the end of his presidency,
right?
So I don't believe that you did it. I believe you did support him. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you didn't support him, you did, because when it was time for people to go out and vote, whose picture did he put up? Right. He put up yours. Mm-hmm. You did it a month before, or 2 months before the election. Mm-hmm. This is what you did. I can understand that argument that they were saying, Ice Cube, and big respect to Ice Cube, but I can understand that argument if he did it at the beginning of his presidency. Like Kanye West was there from the beginning.
Exactly.
He was always there. You know what I'm saying? Or in the second year. But a month before the election, what do you think he was going to do with that picture? Of course he was going to use it and say, hey, listen, the black vote. So, and I feel, and Cube's a smart guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about Wayne, but Cube is a smart guy. You know, and I think you're really aware of what you were doing. You know what I'm saying?
But I look at it at a different perspective. I go and I say, I need my voice being heard on a certain subject. Mm-hmm. I want to say something about this subject. And when I talk to the regular people that I talk to, whoever it may be, I'm not being heard enough. So you know what? I'm going to jump out and I'm going to do this. And a lot of people ain't going to like it. But guess what? They're going to hear what the hell I'm talking about now.
Okay.
So, and that retrospect.
Right.
And I'm not talking about politics. I'm talking about the individual having his own agenda.
Right.
Because what do we do when we have clothing? Yo, can you wear my hat on the video? Mm-hmm. Yo, can you wear my hat on a TV show? Mm-hmm. And the guy's saying, oh, yeah, I got you, bro. I'm going to wear the hat, or I wear your gear. I do all that kind of stuff. I got you. But the guy may not have any kind of monetary or any kind of involvement with that. He just doing it to do it for you. But you're looking out like, yo, this guy was wearing my hat. Did you see that? Mm-hmm. So I look at it that perspective. You have to watch out what you do.
Hold the thought for 1 second now, because I like to acknowledge people when they hit the room. So your man Christopher Bussieri?
Yeah.
He says, what's up, Al?
What's going on? What's going on?
I like to acknowledge the chat room so they know that it's actually happening right now. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Big shout out to Big Ralph Matos. He says hello. Samuel Ruiz, what's up, my brothers? You know what I'm saying? So that's what's happening in the chat room real quick. So I just like to acknowledge
What up,
people.
chat?
So
it's a party.
I think that people make moves. And like Rock was saying, Ice Cube's a pretty intelligent guy.
Of course.
So did his stock go up when he did it, or did his stock go down? And what stock? Because remember, who buys your stuff, or who reads your stuff, or who views your stuff is very important. Do we, the urban community, watch videos or watch more informative shows that give us more knowledge?
Oh, you got a call coming in. Hold on.
We got calls coming in. We just started the show, Rock.
Yo, hello?
Hello, Rock, and hello, Al Pazal and Trouble Mel. Nice to see you guys again.
What's up, Ralph?
How are you gentlemen doing this evening? This afternoon?
Doing good. What's going on, brother?
All right. Now, I know that you was talking about like the rappers in the industry and how some of them supported Trump, but you got to understand there's morals behind it. Because, you know, I mean, it's almost like they're forgetting that what he's done to the community, the divisiveness he's caused, and they're just worried about the money they're making. You know what I mean? Everybody's like, oh, Trump made this and that money for us. But, you know, it's like the things that have been going on, like let's say what happened at the Capitol, right? Let's say Black Lives Matter movement, they would have never got past that sidewalk or the curb. They would have never got past that curb. You know what I mean? And then all of them went in there. And mind you, there's a video of Trump going to this tent area or whatever, watching all this going on, and they're dancing and having fun while these guys are causing chaos, you know? And then Trump goes to show you again that, first of all, he turned on Pence. He had the people going in there saying, let's hang Pence, let's hang Pence. Why? Because people are starting to realize the guy lost. He lost, and he's just a sore loser. I mean, come on. I'm not going to go to the inauguration. Why? Because he's a sore loser. You know?
Yeah,
He's
Ralph.
a sore loser.
I'm gonna say
Go ahead,
something, and let's not get even touchy about things.
Oh, wait, I want to say hi to Karen Brewer. Hi from Australia. What's up, Karen? Glad you're tuning in. Right on.
Australia in the house.
In the house.
But this is the deal. Guess what? We're not gonna talk about that stuff. That's it.
We're going to hold that.
No.
So-
It's redundant. It's going over and over. It's going in circles.
Oh, Ralph, I want to thank you.
That show.
I want to thank you so much, bro, for calling in, all right?
All right, no problem.
I'll talk to you soon, black man.
Appreciate you, man.
All right,
So I'm not
100%.
trying to diss you. Just saying this ain't that show.
That's my man, Ralph.
There you go.
All right.
He moves around when he
No,
talks.
hey,
He
look,
moves around, but you're going to get
I
that.
got it.
with
And it's gonna be, and the thing is,
You agree with him,
it's
right,
gonna-
Mal?
Of course,
Look,
of course.
it's gonna be a problem because people are gonna come to us like the regular show, and we're not that show.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
You know, we want to be able to talk about things we could do something about. What the hell can we do about Trump? Nothing. What can we do about the damn
Well, actually,
guy?
Trump is done. So we've already done that. We covered him. He's done.
It's over. That's it. Let's move on.
But going back to what you said originally, because I'm the one that switched it to politics. As far as like the actual community and stuff, I feel like there are a lot of hip hop artists that are doing things for the community. I just don't think that is highlighted by media. You know, media always is looking for that more the what's it called, clickbait.
Right.
The clickbait, the negativity. You know, negativity fuels the entertainment industry, well, the world in general. People will always click on a fighting video over a video of a rapper giving, you know, a charity donation. Like, for example, Meek Mill. Meek Mill was under a lot of scrutiny recently. I don't know if you guys heard of the app Clubhouse. But
Yeah, I heard of Clubhouse. My man Lazy Lays told me about Clubhouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is do you know about it, Al?
No.
It is a voice chat room app, right? So it's like Facebook, it's like Instagram, Twitter, but it's only voice chat rooms. So it's almost like bringing back AIM or something like that.
Right.
So right now it's in demo mode, is in beta mode, and a lot of celebrities hopped on it very early so that they can be able to have that space to be able to talk and say whatever they want. But now it's getting to the point that people are starting to figure out ways to get on the app because everybody gets invitations.
Right.
So Meek Mill was on the app for a very long time. He recently was in a room and people came at him because he went viral for giving $20 to a group of black kids in his city. They was
Each kid got $20.
no, he gave them $20 to split.
Okay.
And his defense was, you know, I had to work for it, and I think they were selling water bottles or candy or something like that.
Okay.
And he said, you know, I just want them to not feel like anything is given to them. You know, he
Okay.
wants them to work for it.
And I get that.
And I get it too. But people instantly was like, okay, but these are like 5 black kids that are really hustling right now. You're giving
That's right.
them $20 to split evenly between all of them.
It's good
Does
math.
it even split evenly like that?
It's a good math.
What you give it some? What is
Is
it?
that $5?
Well, it's $5
No,
and it's
5
about
kids
it's
is
four
less
it's
than
four it's
$5.
$4.
Yeah, it is less.
So
It's
it's
$4 a pop.
Yeah.
$4
4, 8, 12, 16, 20, yeah.
24 cents, something like that.
Right.
Yeah. So then, big shout out to my man Lazy Lays in the building. OSG, that's Off School Grounds. That's a coalition of principals. And Lays, when we talked about the clubhouse, he's like all day. And he's commenting out on the Meek Mill things. He says people are stupid. There you go.
So that's why I wanted to bring that, because, you know, people now are questioning him, like, what have you done for Philly? You know, what have you done for your hometown and stuff like that?
Correct.
And now that's becoming more of a question for a lot of rappers. Now everybody's looking at every rapper like, well, what have you actually done? You know, and a lot of these artists are not publicizing it. You know, people try to come at Kendrick Lamar for not being for the Black Lives Matter protest. Well, first of all, he did his part. He made every song Black Lives Matter related way before it was even
Possible to do, yeah.
Before it was something.
exactly. And if we being correct, he was at the protest. He just didn't publicize it. So it's like, where's that? Where's that line?
There is no way to make everybody happy.
Right.
And I just want to say, here's the deal. Just because you're an artist doesn't mean you're a politician.
That too.
Some people aren't built for it. Some people are not built to really or equipped to even address people like that. Because just because you're an artist doesn't make you smart. It just makes you an artist.
Or even if you're a lyricist, don't make you smart.
Correct. And some people can actually write rhymes, but they can't read. You know what I'm saying? Some people just aren't that intelligent. Leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? So give me a second. I'm gonna go to commercial break real quick. Hold on.
Let's pay the bills.
Lights Out program, OSG.
Yes, it do.
Newark, New Jersey. There you go. Salute John Smith. All of our principals have food pantries. So, just a quick thing. All the principals out in Jersey, they having food pantries and they're feeding the neighborhood. That's what's going on. That's beautiful.
Love it.
So give me a quick minute. We're gonna go to commercial break and we'll be right back with the conversation.
Yes.
We're back with the conversation with my man Al Pizarro and Troubled with a D, Mal. So what's going on, guys? Back at you.
So getting back to what we were talking about, of course, we're not going to be that typical show that does everything that everybody else does.
Right.
So there's a list of many problems. Like you said, there are many different people in hip hop doing things, but it doesn't get seen. The one thing that you can say is that we know that in order for any kind of information to get out there, we have to kind of create our own
Absolutely.
opportunities. Why do you think we're here? Because, can we call NBC, ABC, anybody to come and say, hey, we're going to be here, we want to talk about this, and they're going to show up? Hell no. But if we were Cardi B or Jay-Z, it would be a whole different story.
Right.
So this is why we started the conversation, to talk about something and kind of get into something that we want to do. And I got a surprise for you.
Oh.
So let's talk about something that, how can we instantly make a change with hip hop now?
How?
And I got an answer for that, but I'm posing that question to you. Right now, how can we make a change?
How can we make a change?
And I want to remind you, you're speaking for your generation.
Yeah.
This is for the youth. We want to hear it from the youth. From the youth.
Oh, man. How can we make a change in a more positive way?
Absolutely.
And we're talking about community or
Everybody. Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to say, obviously, I'm not going to say the music, because, music is form of a self-expression. So I'm not going to say, we need to, everybody needs to go positive and talking about, that's not realistic. But as far as actual things that we can do, definitely I think more events that revolve around the old school and the new school. I think that co-signing,
Right.
for what's next up for the older generation, getting that cosign for the newer generation, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, A Boogie, or let's say Cardi B, because
Right.
Cardi B is the hottest out of New York. Let's say Cardi B co-signing, I don't know, DJ Kool Herc,
Right.
and then it's like that. This whole new generation, my generation, is like, Kool Herc.
Who's Kool Herc?
Who's that?
Yeah.
And then that's the cosign with Kool Herc of his generation to go, Cardi B? For those that don't know who Cardi B is. And I
You
think,
heard that, Curtis Blow? We talking to you, Curtis. We know the deal.
so, having, prominent rap figures together, doing events for the community, especially where they're getting to see and understand what the hip hop community is all about, and actually learning something from it, I think that would be pretty major.
Well, I got a surprise for you.
Oh,
I came up with an idea that I
Okay.
stole stole this idea. Let me tell you something.
He said, I teefed it. I teefed
I
it.
did not know about this, everybody.
Ideas, okay, or thought, or whatever it is that you come up with, when somebody else takes it, it's a compliment. Like, wow, that's a good idea. I think I'll do that. So I saw this on a couple of different TV news networks and saw that everybody was doing something called passive forward.
Okay.
All right, that passive forward concept. Hey, I'm on the gas line. Fill up the guy's tank behind me. I got him.
Passive forward, pay it forward kind of a vibe.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And I said, that is cool. Doesn't have to be anything, and it could be anything. So I said, how does Hip Hop Boulevard involve hip hop to do this, where everybody's not gonna go crazy and say, yeah, that ain't gonna work. I don't know what you're talking about, but I ain't gonna do that.
All right.
So we came up with the gift. Right, the gift.
I heard
The
about this.
gift.
And I've been wanting to ask you, what is the gift?
Oh, man. I got a bag of tricks
gotta tell
here.
you,
He
I
actually
got a bag of tricks
gifts.
here.
Because I seen you posting on Facebook, right? I seen this thing, the gift.
Right.
I said the gift. I said, what is y'all doing? What is the gift? What are we giving away? Like, what is the gift? So I was sort of curious about it. So I've been wanting to know what this
Let me
is.
open
So I'm
this
so
box
glad
up,
that you
man.
brought it to
Let
the
me
show.
open the box up. And let me explain to everybody. The conversation's about action.
Right.
Action.
Okay.
We don't talk it, we do it.
Absolutely.
So we made these cards up.
Okay, hold on.
Simple card. Let me
You gotta
hold it
hold
up,
up on
man.
the screen. Hold on for 1 second.
Right here.
Yeah. So,
You want me to bring it closer?
yeah, I'll even take it. I'll bring it closer. And,
Yeah.
I'll take a snapshot of it next time
Yeah.
and put it up. Okay. See that right there. Okay.
Beautiful.
Chat room's gonna here in a second. Clear shot.
That's beautiful.
Okay.
All right.
So
So
tell me about this gift.
look, wait. Mom, read what it says.
Hip Hop Boulevard. Hip Hop Boulevard giving you a gift from Hip Hop Boulevard. Please use this card to pass this gift forward.
So, it's a real simple thing.
Okay.
I go to the coffee shop, get my donut, get my coffee. I don't eat donuts anyway, but I'm just, saying what I'm
Simulation.
Speak for yourself.
saying. So,
Damn
and
Skippy.
Maul's behind me. I don't know Maul. I don't know him from anywhere. I go to the counter and I said, listen, I like to buy him coffee and donut on me. Give him this card. My gift to him.
Oh, okay. So it's like an instant gift card.
Right, but I'm paying for your coffee.
Right.
The card is not a credit card or this, that, nothing.
Ready?
It's just a regular card. Let's get that straight.
That's what I'm saying. I like the concept because
But-
it's an instant it's like an instant. It's not a credit
Token.
card.
It's like a token.
Like a token. Like, okay, listen, here's the gift. I'm buying his donut because he likes donuts. Correct.
So,
And I like that.
So we're giving them cards to everybody in the Hip Hop Boulevard family.
I like that.
Friends and family. And just do you. So whatever it is, wherever you at, whatever the case may be, you may see somebody, hear somebody, just let me give you something, man. And let me hip hop stepping up to make a change instantly on the conversation show.
I love it.
Yeah, I like that. I'll take a couple of those.
That's dope.
I'll take a couple of them, yeah. And I'm taking pictures when I do it because I want gratification.
I want acknowledgement.
I want acknowledgments.
Do whatever you like to do. The
Yeah.
whole point is that it instantly changes somebody, and especially somebody that's not into hip hop.
Right.
Because you're going to say, wait, hip hop? I like hip hop music. Doesn't matter. You like your coffee, right?
Exactly.
I'm giving you a gift.
And it goes into a deeper meaning on just how hip hop was created and how it's lasted all these years. It's because hip hop is all about helping each other.
100%.
There you go.
You know, and sometimes somebody can't afford to feature. Somebody sometimes can't afford to get you on the stage. Sometimes I can't afford that beat. Sometimes I can't afford the studio time. Sometimes it's just on the courtesy of just the love for the music and just having a great heart. So this is exactly what hip hop is all about.
So,
In the card
It's the
form.
essence, yeah.
The essence.
so you heard
I
it
do wanna-
first on the conversation, even though I took the idea.
Yeah, but it's cool.
But
It's a great
The
flip.
gift is a twist, and that's what hip hop does. We twist stuff around and
we
then
make it our own.
reinvent. We do what we call a remix in music.
Listen, we've been stealing for years, bro. Okay, come on. We've been sampling music. It wasn't our music. We're the only music that didn't actually make music.
Right.
We needed other music to make hip hop. That's the deal. So that's that. That ain't nothing new. Now on the show, are you gonna have any like special guests on the show, or any artists on the show, or any type of situation like that? What are you looking at right
I
now?
think that
How we looking down the
we
pipe?
could put a challenge out there.
Okay.
Okay. I've been hearing about J.I. I've been hearing about TJ. Okay. And for you old school guys,
Yeah. Who are
I
these
don't
guys?
know.
Who are these guys?
I don't know if you know who they are.
Let them know. Who are they?
No, I'm not telling them nothing. Go do your research. This is an interactive thing.
Okay.
J.I. and TJ.
J.I. the Prince.
J.I. the Prince.
Okay.
Okay.
Lil
Of New
TJ.
York.
Yes. He might be from the Bronx.
The Bronx. They're both from the Bronx.
They are both from the
And
Bronx.
that way, all the Bronx hip hop pioneers.
Okay.
Okay. And it doesn't matter. Whoever you are, wherever you are, they should send us some information on them. So
Right.
we should give them props. Like you mentioned, Cool Herc.
Yep.
We got to be able to not only empower but mention the people that are coming up, so that way we build that bridge. You know, my favorite thing is let's build a bridge.
Of course.
Give me 2
Burn a
seconds here.
bridge.
So I
You
want to
never know when
acknowledge
you're
you.
gonna pass by.
I'm gonna acknowledge the chat room. Big shout out to Donna D. Trav is watching. Yvette Alvarero is watching. Hold on, give me a second because I'm watching the phone. Lasers in. Okay, there goes. Okay, wow, phones. Phones happening. Ray Stoltz is watching. Big shout out to Ray. John Smith is watching. Karen Brewer.
So we got
And
a couple people watching.
yeah, and who else? Manny Ojeda is watching. So okay, all right. And Marshall Washington is watching.
Look at that.
Okay, yeah.
Not bad.
No, not
For
bad.
first show.
First run out, I like it. I like it. So go ahead, Al.
So now that you see that we had a conversation about a couple of different subjects, but then we talked about how do we do something now. Okay, and we said, okay, we got the gift, we coming up with that.
Phone call. Hold on, might be about the gift. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, what's up?
It's me.
Hey, what's
Okay, Alpha sorry, I got my bearings, okay? I know I got it.
up? We done straighten Ralph out. All right.
Okay. But one thing, so let's give a good prayer for Dr. Dre. Let's hope he's coming through. You know what I'm saying? We got to
Absolutely.
make sure about that.
But
You know
then
what I'm saying?
we gotta pray for the other Dr. Dre too.
Yeah, exactly.
Both of them.
Right, yeah, they both. Yeah.
But you was talking about like the hip hop and everything. You know, a lot of these guys got, like you said, they got to be educated on the beginnings, man, the very beginnings, because you know, like Eminem's a rapper. You know, he's a great rapper and everything. But what I like about him, he gives praise to the past. You know, he talks about rappers from the past. You know, and a lot of these guys, they don't really give enough praise to the guys that really built the foundation of it. You know.
But you got to
And that's really-
understand
you gotta
that,
look at that.
where's the conversation? You're not having a conversation with the guys that are coming up. None of them are. So
Right, with the
I
youth.
and this is the problem. You're burning your own bridge.
Yeah, 100%.
So
Right.
Killing your own
build the
vibe.
bridge.
I'm looking at the chat room, and I'm missing stuff. Sheila Ingram, she said bravo to the GIF idea. Ish the banker in the house. What's up, Ish? Hey.
Oh yeah, I'd like one of those cards too.
Absolutely. I'm gonna give Rock some cards.
Yeah.
Mal's gonna have some cards, so we're gonna get it around.
Yeah, we got Bravo going on. It's really good. Yeah, and then
Hey Al.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Al, how do you like your coffee? I know what to get you.
Black with 2 sugars, buddy.
And it better not be a donut.
No doubt.
And no donut.
No donut.
No
You want that
gravy.
real Bustelo coffee like I like it?
Bustelo, there you go.
That's it.
That's right.
All right, Rob, I'll hit you
like
later.
I said, I hit you guys later. And like I said, thanks again for talking what you talk. Because everybody needs to hear what you guys say, and they need that education. You know what I mean?
Sure enough. I'll hit you
All right,
later,
take it
buddy.
easy, guys.
All right,
All right,
bye.
bye.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so now that we did something, we talked about something, we did something, and this was kind of prefab because we wanted to make sure that we had something already made.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about the next show that we have.
Okay.
So you touched on a subject about co-op, old school, new school. It may be possible that we can talk about creating one step. In other words, one act with another act. We could talk about that. And we could make that happen because it's impossible for us to create it all all across the board.
Right.
But we could do that. So next show, let's find a hip hop pioneer rock that will work with a new school MC.
I would like that.
That will work. Yeah. Not the talk, not the BS. That will actually commit to let's do a track together.
And build that. Yeah.
And do that.
And I gotta tell you, old school guys, you got a chance, because I gotta tell you something. You know, I'm just gonna flip the camera real quick and then I gotta do a commercial. But I mean, I just wanna say, Busta proved that old school sells.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
And
we don't think of Busta as old school, but Busta's old school.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? And has the hottest album on the planet right now. And he featured MOP on there and a bunch of guys, and he did a great record. So all you old school guys, if you want to see the blueprint of how it's done, check out how Busta did it, because he did it. And there are young people on this album too.
Yes, there are.
So you know.
And Nas had Big Sean, Don Tolliver. Do y'all even know who that is? You know?
No, I don't.
ASAP Ferg, Fabio Foreign.
Okay.
So it's possible.
Rock, you learned some stuff today?
I did.
Me too.
Because I'm like, word?
But this is the whole point.
That's why you're going to have to ute.
But this is the whole point. The whole point is to open the doors.
Right.
You know? Let's open the door. Let's go to unknown territories. Let's challenge ourselves. Okay.
Someone said mom is watching. Who's that? Who's Michelle Marie Milton? Oh, I know who that is. Hey, what's up, Fluff? I know. Mom's watching. I know her mom. I know her mom. They're in Arizona.
Well, my mom is actually watching. Hi, Auntie.
Yvette Alvarado said, it sounds real good. I would like to see that. What you're talking about right now.
And that's exactly what we're going to do. We got 2 weeks.
Let me do one commercial.
Show.
Give me one commercial, then I'm coming back, all right? Because we have to do a commercial. And this one I actually read. Y'all can participate in this. So this commercial is about a wig, right? And it's called the Shake and Go Synthetic Organic Pro Ponytail. Ponytail Pro. It's basically 3 feet of hair, right? So here's what happens. You buy this thing, and let's say you're at a pool party, and you're hanging out, and somebody pushes you into the pool.
Water.
Yeah. Well, you can get out of the water, take the ponytail off, shake the water out, and go.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, it dries out. You just shake it. You just shake the ponytail out, reattach it, and go on about your business. And it retails for about $13. Yeah, kind of like a dog. Kind of just shake it off, and it dries off. And this is called the Shake and Go. So that's what it's called. It's a nice wig, and once again, it's 32 inches, which is approximately about 3 feet of hair.
That is revolutionary.
That is.
This is 2021 in one picture.
So you ain't got to worry about it kinking up and everything. So, all right, so we're back, y'all. Go ahead, go. Okay. I know you're like, what is this?
I'm still in awe. I don't even know how to react to that.
I think it's taking people to another.
What happened?
It's like a girl is on there and a guy.
They might be. You know what? They're watching an old show.
Yeah.
That's what they see. We're live though. We're plenty live.
And we're live right now, so we're
live actually right now. So y'all keep going. Go ahead.
Okay, so we got a challenge for the next show.
Yes.
On what to do.
Yes.
I want to make like a little list. Okay, we definitely got to talk about the projects. We definitely got to talk about the people in politics that love hip hop and that embrace hip hop. We definitely got to talk about education. All right. We definitely got to talk about finances. We definitely got to talk about 401k. We got to talk about savings. We got to talk about this nonsense of GoFundMe for everybody who's, it's a lot of different things to talk about and handle. Right. But these are the different things that I would like to address and see how we can address these things as soon as possible. But definitely every show, just knock out one thing after another after another. And if you're the audience, if you're out there and you feel that you can help us,
of course,
accomplish our goals,
we're all open arms to it, because this is not, and to piggyback off of you, Al, it's not even just like you said, it's not even just addressing it. It's also putting something in place so that what we're addressing doesn't happen anymore. We want to make sure that we put something in there that can really transform how we live our life.
Right. I think our show should have like a fuse. You know how Mission Impossible has that fuse? Like they light up and the fuse.
Right.
Right? Because we want to light stuff up, get people to get interested and start doing some things.
Exactly.
Because I think that people have talked enough. They've talked me out of creating this show with you.
Right.
Because now it's just like, let's do something.
Yeah.
Please, let's do something.
And I think this is a great start.
Oh, the gift.
The gift.
The gift is already ready. We're implementing it now. We're moving forward with this thing. And I think it's a great way to start.
So I got a question, Al. How do you want to go about your we gotta figure out a word, our action, our call for action for the next episode. You said you wanted to fuse different generations.
Right.
How do we go about choosing? What happened? There's an artist that's watching right now. Whether they're OG or a newcomer.
Right.
That want to be able to
do this.
To be a part of that. How are we gonna do that?
There's a number on the screen. They can call the number on the screen. They could definitely go in the chat room or leave an email or whatever to the show.
Absolutely.
I think that Rock is immediately going to set up some kind of email for the show.
Okay.
So that way people can hit us up. And we're going to immediately respond to you. And it has to be something that makes sense. In other words, if you're in the Bahamas and you're trying to do something with somebody in New York, it's going to take more than 2 weeks to get this stuff together. Okay? So it has to be something that makes sense. Not that we're going to dismiss what you're going to tell us, but we want to get it done.
Right.
So just reach out to us. I will create something on the website that'll link the show.
Okay.
But I think that after today, Rock is going to do something immediately for the conversation. It'll probably be, hit us up, Al or Trouble with the D, Mal, at the conversation and let us know what you guys think. Send us the information, the artists and everything. And I would love to hear from TJ and I would love to hear from JI because they're coming up and all that. And I would love to hear from all the old school pioneers too.
Absolutely.
And especially those that are out of reach. And when I say out of reach, I'm talking like, we have to talk about the Lil Wayne, the Cardi B's, and they're out of reach from me.
Right.
All right. So I would love to hear or somebody pass it on and say, what do you think about what these guys are talking about? Because if Lady Gaga could do it with Tony Bennett, why can't they do it?
Right.
And what are we looking at? We've been talking for a minute now.
Have we? How long have we been?
Look at that.
Oh my.
This is good.
Time is flying when you're putting things in place.
So, hey, Rob.
Yeah.
So we're going to. Can you kind of set up an email for the conversation? Or something for people to respond to our next show, what we're planning to do?
Absolutely, 100%. 100%.
So,
what's up, my man Supreme, John Smith, Supreme in the house. What's up, baby? Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. I had to step out the room.
And just to touch on what you just said, about Lady Gaga, and I said this before the show, like when it comes to R&B or every other genre of music, it's so easy to put a old school on a new school, and it just fuses automatically. It's that automatic vibe.
Well, it's artistry, isn't it? If you're an artist, you're an artist.
But what is this?
What's the division?
What is this division with hip hop?
The division with hip hop is this, right? And just a big shout out to Caesar Carrero. He's like Hip Hop Boulevard, sharing and spreading the love. So everyone is watching, pass it on, right? My man Supreme, Happy New Year's, Rocco. Good to see you. All right. It's a long-standing problem that is rooted in, and this is going to sound ironic to you, but I think it's sort of to give a perspective. It's rooted in slavery, right? Because we never really honored our elders, you know what I'm saying, in slavery and then out of slavery. So, and then our elders didn't really mentor us. It's a lack of mentorship in that community, and it is a lack of mentorship in the hip hop community. So, because I was a little guy watching Melly Mel and Kaz and those guys, and they want really the outreaching kind of dudes. It was like, this is ours, this is mine, 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 mine. When in all due actuality, if they would have said, hey, this is a little crew, right? Bunch of 12-year-olds. Let me take them and make them the Little Cold Crush. Or let me make them the Little Furious Five. And then really cultivated them really once they got those record deals. and said, you know what? We're going to take the Baby Furious 5 and we're going to put them on Sugar Hill, right? And they have a different style and a different outlook and a different way that they do things. Then the lineage of hip hop wouldn't be broken the way it is right now. You know what I'm saying? It would have grown, but it would have grown in a way that still incorporated the old school, but in a new way. But since the lineage is broken, you have this other thing that manifested itself because it's going to manifest anyway. You couldn't stop it. You can't stop something that is its own living, breathing entity. You know what I'm saying? You were going to end up having white rappers anyway. You were going to end up having Japanese rappers. It was going to spread around the world like it did.
Yep.
You couldn't stop it. You couldn't control it. It's music. Mm-hmm. But where we went south was we didn't have to control it, but we should have had mentorship, a better concept of mentorship and saying, you know, hey, young man, come off of that corner. I know you like my tapes. I know you like the way I DJ. And get down with this crew and let's do that. And we just didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, I was a victim of it. You know what I'm saying? And then I went on to make Shake What Your Mama Gave Me and all that other stuff, but that had nothing to do with the old school. Right. You know what I'm saying? Even with the old school engineers, it didn't have nothing to do with that. It's just I manifested my own thing. And that's what the kids are doing now today. So you hear the trap music and all that foolishness that we're hearing, and you go, well, that's whack. Well, hold on for a second. Here's the deal, y'all. You caused that whackness.
Yeah.
Because these guys had to figure out how to make their own hip hop. They were gonna make it, but now they're making their own hip hop. That's all. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
It's beautiful. But because there's a lot of great records out there. I got to tell you, there's a lot of great records that I hear, and it be trap records and all kinds of stuff.
Auto-tuned up.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm 54, so I come from a hip hop, a hip to the hip, and yes, y'all. But a lot of guys are making great records. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not busting on them dudes.
Right.
I'm just saying that's how it happened. That's the lineage. Yeah.
So to go on further with our next show, Hip Hop Boulevard had to deal with Sony Distribution, with Orchard Music, and Rock happens to be one of the executives for that label.
Mm-hmm.
And Chad DJ is down, and Tony Tone from the Crow Crush is down. 3 people that are running this label. So this is what we could do, Rock. We could get what we're gonna get in 2 weeks from now, and Rock could listen to it, and you could put on the Hip Hop Boulevard Volume 1.
Like I was lying to you. Like, when his eyes light up, that shit is funny. Like, Volume 1.
That's how you know it's serious.
That's how you know he's in there. He's passionate about it.
I mean, this is the executive right here.
Yeah, let's
Rock,
do it.
Rock, do you agree?
I 100% agree.
There you go. Done. So now we're talking about, not only are we going to combine a new school and old school, but we're going to put them on an album.
Right. I love the idea.
Amazing.
I think it's great.
Man,
you know, come on.
We're cooking with gas now.
Let's be the bridge. Let's be the bridge.
Somebody got to do it sooner or later.
Somebody's going to do it sooner or later.
Absolutely.
Somebody got to do it.
I'm glad to be a part of it. You know, because I was always kind of like where I was at with it. You know what I'm saying? And in the chat room, we got Fire, and Mikey Sparks says Music G on the check-in. Just to let you know, chat room's been on fire today.
And let's
multi-stream looking good. That's some other platforms.
Let's add something else in there. Let's not forget that. And I have a discussion with Candela about this.
My boy.
And Spanish hip hop, Russian hip hop, Japanese hip hop is still hip hop.
100%.
Regardless that the beat may be a reggae kind of feel, they're still rapping over the beat.
Absolutely.
So this division that we have should not be divisive because, that's reggaeton and all that stuff. Guess what? Them reggaeton guys are killing it.
Right.
Killing it. Do you see how the Japanese and the Russian and all these other different countries that take their language and flip it, and how many people they got performing in that stuff?
Yeah.
So why is it that we can't combine it? So there's another thing I want to put on our list of how do we work this.
I know you're conversating him, but turn towards the mic. Turn towards the mic. I get it. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I'm talking to my co-host.
I know, I get it. From an audio standpoint, Al, it's disastrous right now.
He said,
that's not bad.
And I'm going to talk to my co-host. You do your job.
Go ahead. Yeah, no, go ahead. Yeah.
So I think that there's a lot of work that we have in front of us with this show.
Right.
But with 3 and all of you out there, anything is possible. Anything is possible.
100%.
So let's just do it. Get out of your circle.
Yeah.
All right? You ever see the dog who chases his tail and think that he's chasing something?
Yeah.
Get out of your circle.
Get the movie out of your head. A lot of people that have movies going on in their head that's just not real, you know. Interesting enough, I just wanted to add to the hip hop thing that you were talking about. And then you got to remember, hip hop, we, as an artist, no matter where you are, you rap over the music that you are inspired by, right? So New York was inspired by, just in part, but not in whole, James Brown. So we made a lot of records back in the days over James Brown, right? The West Coast was inspired by Funkadelic. So they made records by Funkadelic, right? And then when you went down south, which is now where you end up with like sort of this country kind of a feel, that's the music that they were inspired by, right? And that's where the drum and bass comes from. So now take that on a worldwide level. Well, of course, if you hear a Japanese record, there's going to be Japanese musical influences in that record because that's where they are from.
Of course.
And that's what hip-hop is built on. Hip-hop is the only music that we take the influence from where we're from and we make that music versus the music is already there, right? When you go to play classical, it's classical.
Right.
Right? You go to play rock and roll, it's rock and roll.
Right.
But when you do hip-hop, you could be like, yo, there was that thing that I heard on German radio when they were yodeling, and I'm a sample of yodel, and I'm going to put it over a beat. Right? Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? But that's what we do. So that's worldwide, and you can't stop that.
You can't.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're inspired by what your
So it should
environment.
be inclusive in the conversation. So when we say
Yes.
hip hop, we're including all of you. Wherever you're at, look, Rock, I'm looking that way.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Wherever you at.
Look at the eyes, too. Look them right in their face.
Yeah. Wherever you at, you're included in this conversation. Okay?
That's it.
And that's what we want to be about. We want to be doing something different.
And we'll get the email set up,
innovative.
right? Well, you know what? Maybe, here's what I would like to do, which I think is very interesting. And I think this is a added thing to the Hip Hop Boulevard Volume 1 album. I say, let's accept music from all over the world.
Of course.
Why not?
Let's take it from Australia and Japan and Germany and all those places and review it and be like, you know what? I think this fits the mold. This fits the framework. You know what I'm saying? So, Al, you have an email address that maybe they can send some stuff to in the meantime?
That conversation
Well, yeah, I'm going to create it.
You're going to create it.
All right.
I mean,
Okay.
Look, hiphopboulevard.net is the website.
Right,
okay,
right.
info@hiphopboulevard.net is an email address. If you got news at hiphopboulevard.net. We got all them. But this is the conversation show, and Rock's going to make that one happen so we could be focused on this.
All right, that's a bet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the email and be like the conversation@gmail.com or something like that.
Yeah, right.
That's nice.
And then, and then we can do this. You know what I'm saying? We might as well just open it up to the world.
Yeah. 'cause
You know what I'm
it's-
saying?
It's not the conversation of New York.
Right, correct. It is not.
That's right.
It is not a local conversation at all. You know what I'm saying? This is a worldwide, universal conversation that we're having.
So is this refreshing to you, the viewer, the listener? Is this refreshing to you?
Yeah, let us know.
I mean, tell us.
Say it's in the
Is
chat.
this a different kind of take? Like you're saying, like, yo, this is kind of different here. These guys are saying they're gonna do something. Let's wait till the next show and see if they do it.
Right.
And that's the whole point of this.
So
we're gonna
in
challenge
that,
ourselves.
what are we doing for next week? What is the call to action that Hip Hop Boulevard is doing?
Well, the conversation is gonna do.
The conversation, sorry.
Right. It's gonna do old school and new school. Get them two together to commit to create a track that you already committed to, Rock. That, and let me just say this: if the track is whack, Rock is not gonna put it on the album.
Hell
I'm
no.
gonna tell you right off the bat.
We're not even going to play it on
Okay.
the show.
I'm not taking
It's gotta
anything.
be fire.
I'm not taking anything. I'm not desperate here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need,
Do you say lit?
it got to be lit,
Gotta be
baby.
lit.
Yeah, it got to be lit.
Okay. So that's the deal. That's what's gonna happen on the next show.
And we also want by next show,
The gift card out there.
we want some people to call up, say in the chat that you used the gift, that it worked, who you did it for, what it was, how it worked, the whole story, the whole 9
Give us
yards.
the feedback.
right.
Send us the picture. Hey, Rock, can you set up like pictures, like things happening from the conversation show and send you a photo? Or something?
Yeah, absolutely. You can send an email.
Get them involved in this.
Yeah. You want to call to action.
Yeah.
You know, if you
Get
do it,
part
you
of
know what I'm
this
saying?
show.
You do this, and then what we'll do is, you know, you do the pictures, right? And you email the pictures to the email address that I'm gonna set up, right? And then we'll share it, and then whatever the pictures are, we'll take those pictures and we'll put them up on the show next week, showing the call to action,
Beautiful.
There you go.
showing this is what we did. You know what I'm saying? I got no problem with that. I love the idea.
I think it's a simple. This is a simple concept. Okay, when when you wake up in the morning, some of you make your bed, some of you don't. I make my bed every morning. I wake up, regardless.
Sheila says
That's
pay
the
it forward.
first thing I do. We should have a method in our mind of steps of things that we do. And I think what happened is that we've been caught up in talking about things we want to do and not doing it.
I love it. Man, this is really a nice start to a wonderful show. I got to tell you, like, I'm looking at like things because we've been on for the last hour, and I can see that Al shared, and then after that, there's Ishta Barber who liked it, and then Yvette Alvaro liked it, and Leanne GJ Schwitz liked it. She popped in for a bit, you know. So I get to see all this data.
Oh, that's great.
While it's happening right now, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you do, I see it. And that's Craig, my man Craig, Chaz Rich from the group New Sounds. Big shout out to him. He popped in on us for a little while. So, I mean, you know, this thing is growing. What's your topic for next week, Al? What do you want to talk about next week? Besides the call to action, what's your topic going to be?
But that's the topic.
Okay.
Did we do it? And then we'll come up with something new that same day.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you now.
Okay,
That's what the show's about.
okay.
So you got to tune in to find out what they're going to talk about. I already know what they plan to do.
Right, I love it.
What they're going to talk about the next time.
Right.
I love it.
But me and Mal are going to talk about it. We're going to come up with something really good that's going to be like meat. Meat.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. Well, listen, man, you got like 7 minutes to go, so go ahead and freestyle it, baby. It's y'all. Come on.
So, look, it's ironic that I have an MC, I have two. I'm not an MC.
Right.
I used to be a DJ. So if anybody's gonna freestyle, it's gonna be you two guys, not me.
I tried to get out of the rap. I just went for it. I tried my best. You know. I mean, I'm not even really an MC. You know.
Talented individual.
I'm more of a screamer.
Look, talented,
A legendary.
Yeah, legendary screamer.
talented individual.
Yeah, Trouble. So you got some new music coming, Troubled?
Yes, I actually do. I'm making a song right now with, I already have the song done with a lot of the new coming of hip hop artists.
Okay.
We got a song coming out very soon that's just based around being the greatest of all time at whatever it is that you do. It don't have to be hip hop. Is whether it's being the best podcaster.
Right, there you go.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's me.
Being the best newsman.
Yep, that's
You
me
know.
too.
The best politician. I hope that's not you either.
Yeah, that's me too.
Okay, all right. I'm not judging.
No, don't judge. Don't
You
judge.
keep on talking, Mal, because I'm gonna do my little change routine when you talk. Okay.
Hold on, all right, all right.
So that's really what we making a song on.
This is
right
raw.
now.
Just Al's
This
just
is-
taking his
this is
clothes off
very
on
raw.
camera. Like,
I don't even know how to focus.
you know, this isn't radio.
I don't even know how to focus. Can you please put the camera back to you?
I know. I'm so razzled. I'm trying to switch. I'm trying to find the button.
It's
Hold
so
on.
hard
We
not
got-
to look
yo,
at the screen right
We
now.
got 7 minutes, bro. Watch. That's what I'm doing.
So Al did something very interesting. Very interesting. And I got to tell you, what he did is hot. I'm going to say it's hot, right? It's not hot like a stripper way, like it's hot. And, you know, the end result of what happened is really kind of hot. And I'm mad I don't have one of these shirts right now. Check out the new Hip Hop Boulevard white Hip Hop Boulevard t-shirt.
That's nice.
Signature series. This is actually amazing. Look at this. There it is. Yeah,
Flat out.
yeah, look at that. That is really, that is
Can I
beautiful.
tell you about this? Can I do a little
Please,
infomercial right here?
talk
real
about it
quick?
right now. Go.
Okay, so look, we cut a deal with a couple of different MCs that will create on Hip Hop Boulevard their first shirt. They get it with their name and everything. And any shirt that people buy of theirs, they will get $5
Wow,
for each shirt. So
that's nice.
it's called the Signature Collection.
No, that one's bad right there. That is bad shirt, man. That is.
Was it, how many minutes we got left, Rob?
You got 5 minutes, but I can, I got to do. Go ahead. Hold on, let me get. Hold on.
Turn the camera.
Yeah, we got merchandising going on. Hold on 1 second.
Please, my mother.
Oh my God. This is a fun-filled family event, bro.
Kids just gathered around at the computer. Oh my God!
I can't wait to see. Oh, see, there you go, Al. I'm hating.
I like that color.
I'm hating right now.
It's okay, people. It's coming. Just wait 1 second. 1 second.
Here we go again.
There we go.
There we go.
And this is one of
There we
my
go.
favorite colors. Here we go. Booyah.
Plata.
Hey,
There you go.
look at that.
Now there goes the orange shirt. There, look at that.
Yo,
Look at that. That is
and look
beautiful.
what it says.
Yeah, it says we support the unions at the bottom. That's what it
Okay.
says.
And there's
Talk
a
about
reason
that,
for
please. I want to talk about
Because
that.
if you got a sick day, you got vacation days, you got any of these different perks
Right.
in a regular job, it was because of a union. And a lot of people don't realize that. You know, they got maternity leave, all that stuff. That was a union fighting for that. So that way they would get it for the union members. And then what happened was it transcend to other different genres of jobs. I
Right.
said, yeah, you know, they do need sick days. Yeah, they do need maternity leave. They need this, they need that, and all that stuff. And I think that we forget that the power of the union, even though some were abusive, we're talking about the ones that do it correctly, was massive in helping each family all across this nation. And because I'm also a local 3IBW member, I had to say we have to support them. And I think every person in hip hop should automatically be supporting their local union and whatever. Because you got the teachers union, you got the firemen union, you got the nurses, you got.
Yeah.
It's got to be done.
Right.
The window cleaning union. Yeah, that's my whole
It's there.
There's a there's a lot.
It's there.
a lot of them, yeah.
But we have to step up, and this is what this show is about: stepping up. Wait a minute.
Hold on, we gotta click off Al for a second. Hold
Wait
on.
a minute. What-
Hope he's not changing his pants.
I hope not either.
He's like, I got
I'm
hip
the
hop
one
Boulevard
next to him.
pants.
I'm the one next to him.
Oh wow. So we just turned into an infomercial merchandising joint. Okay, listen.
Wait a minute.
Here's the place to do it, y'all. We're doing it in the last 2
You want to
minutes of the
see a
show.
real entrepreneur?
There it is. This is Hustle Man right now.
Yo,
This is it right
this
here.
is
So
it.
you're gonna have to you send it over here and I'll hold it up.
Here,
Oh, that's nice.
take a look at that.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. So give me that.
And you know, only special people got this thing.
Yes, I do.
All right.
All right. So here is the. Okay. So you can't
Here you
really
go, Ma.
see it.
Oh,
But I'll
mine?
there you can kind of see it. So there's a green background behind this, and it says Hip Hop Boulevard, and it's a Hip Hop Boulevard pin, and it's really slick. I used it one time. I used it on a suit that I wore.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
That's smart.
Yeah. I put it on the suit, and it was a great talking piece when I wore it. So that's what that is, right? And you can't see it, but there's a green background there. Karen Brewer, first of all, I want to say thank you for tuning in. And she says, without unions, we would be working 60-hour weeks for not much money. And she's absolutely
go.
positively right.
Facts.
So the deal is this, gang. First of all, it was a fun hour.
Yes, it was.
It was a fun hour. And I want to thank you guys for allowing me to be part of that hour, and bringing the show to Boardwalk Global Media, what I'm saying, the real discussion with Rock Logic, and we're going to do this not next week, but the week after. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so that's 2 weeks at 2 o'clock on Sunday. The conversation.
That'll be the 24th.
That'll be the 24th. Any last
Mark
words?
your calendars.
Any last words, Al?
Look,
Okay, cool. Trouble Mal, anything you want to say before I punch you out? Yeah, I was like, no. I've said it all.
Build a bridge, don't burn it.
Okay, fair enough. Mal?
Continue to live in your possibility for this world, whatever it may be. Whether it's tranquility, positivity, creativity, live through that no matter what you're doing in life.
All right, bet. So at that juncture, listen, I want to thank you for tuning in. Right after this show at 4 o'clock is the One Night program. That's the New York City Housing Authority. And I do that on the One Night page on Facebook. That one doesn't stream through the real discussion, and probably maybe it should, but it streams on its own platform, and that's One Night on Facebook. That starts at 4 o'clock, which is an hour from now, and we talk about everything that's going on in the housing issues. We talk about all the housing issues. So I will see you guys in 2 weeks.
Yes.
I will see the audience in 2 weeks.
Hey.
Thanks for tuning in to the conversation.
There you go.